Back to 2016 now, and Donald Trump and Dr. Ben Carson dominating in the Republican presidential race. And a brand new poll shows that the two are running neck and neck this time in Iowa in the caucus race there. The CBS News poll showing them tied for first place in Iowa at 27%. And it may be getting to Donald Trump a little bit. He took aim at Carson at a rally over the weekend in Florida, and here's how he did it.
I'm Presbyterian. Boy, that's down the middle of the road, folks, in all fairness. I mean, Seventh-day Adventist, I don't know about. I just don't know about.
That's getting a little bit of attention this morning. Katie Pavlich is the news editor for townhall.com and a Fox News contributor. Marianne Marsh was senior advisor to John Kerry. Welcome to you both, ladies. Good morning. Katie, let me start with you on this. Is it a wise move to go after Ben Carson's religion, and what does it reveal about what's going on in this race?
I think this is a very bad idea, especially to attack Ben Carson's religion while Donald Trump is campaigning in Florida. Ben Carson has spent a lot of time in Iowa, as has Donald Trump. But the big part of Iowa that they're both trying to get is the evangelical vote. And I think you compare Donald Trump's history of saying he's never opened a Bible, and now he's attacking Ben Carson for his faith, and you look at them being tied in Iowa. I don't necessarily think the best idea for Trump moving forward is to attack Ben Carson on that issue.
Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump says that he didn't attack Ben Carson's religion at all. You know, he said he just didn't know. He said, I don't know about. He said that twice when he referred to the Seventh-day Adventist religion. So, Marianne, is this a sign that he's off his game, or what?
Not at all. Very shrewd, very smart move by Donald Trump. Because look, go back 4 years ago. People attacked Mitt Romney for being a Mormon, and it worked. Because in Iowa, to win on the Republican side, you need evangelicals and homeschoolers. Ben Carson has both. The only person between Donald Trump and running the table in Iowa and New Hampshire, if he wins Iowa and New Hampshire, he runs the table. He's way ahead in New Hampshire, so now he's in a race in Iowa. By raising the fact that Ben Carson is a Seventh-day Adventist, evangelicals question that religion, question Mormonism. They don't relate to it, and it works as a political strategy. We can disagree with whether it's the right thing to do or not personally, but as a political strategy in Iowa, to raise those questions with the evangelicals works for Donald Trump, and that's exactly why he did it.
Very, very interesting. Let's take a look at Dr. Ben Carson responding a bit.
I really refuse to really get into the mud pit. Hillary actually was right when she said, that the Republicans are there, trying to destroy each other. I really think that was a huge mistake in the last cycle.
Let's take a look at one more soundbite here, or a full-screen quote, rather, from Steve Deese, who's a radio host. And he said something interesting. He said Carson is kind of an unassailable candidate. Even if people don't think Carson is ready to lead, they still see him as a symbol of what we once were and should be again, the kind of country that produces Ben Carsons. Katie, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Ben Carson is a product of the American dream and hard work. He came from nothing. He believes in his faith in God. He's been very principled on the campaign trail, and overall, he's a very likable, nice guy. So when you attack the guy who people find likable, it's not necessarily going to pan out for you in that way. And I think Ben Carson has been resonating with everyday Americans on a deeper level in terms of working hard and getting the rewards for what you do than maybe Donald Trump has. And I think that's why he's now pulling neck and neck with Donald Trump in Iowa.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the numbers and you look at South Carolina, you look at Iowa, you look at New Hampshire, Donald Trump is very strong. I mean, when he says he's leading in all of the polls, he says that with certitude based on these numbers, Marianne. But, everywhere you look, you're going to find editorials and people saying, I think he's topping out. I think he's plateauing. I think he's starting to show some signs of cracks in the armor here. What do you think?
I think people have underestimated Donald Trump all along. I have not. And that's why when you look at what he's doing with Ben Carson, just reinforces what a smart campaign he's running. He's not looking to knock out Ben Carson. He's looking to knock him down a few pegs so he can beat him in Iowa, then win in New Hampshire and run the table. The only other person that Donald Trump sees as any kind of threat is Jeb Bush. We talked about this last week. Jeb Bush, he's knocking out. He saw him faltering. It's like a shark smelling blood in the water. He's out to kill him, and look at how far Jeb Bush has fallen in the last week. So telling evangelicals that Ben Ben Carson is a Seventh-day Adventist, just like the Mormonism issue was used against Mitt Romney. Remember, Romney didn't win Iowa. He lost it, but everyone thought he won it. He needed that slingshot into New Hampshire again. If Trump wins Iowa and New Hampshire, he runs the table. He's the nominee.
Donald Trump said two things this morning. He said, I'm a nice guy. People don't realize that I'm a nice guy. But then in another breath, he said, people are tired of niceness in this country. So who knows?
Who knows?
Make of it what
You
you
can be
will.
both,
Thank
right?
you very much, Katie Marianne. Good to see you.